Because I remember back when I was in the 4th or the 5th grade, I can't remember exactly which one, but I know it was either the 4th or the 5th grade. After so many years, some of these details become kind of muddy in your mind, and you kind of forget some of the exact details. But anyways, the 4th or 5th grade, I think that it was the 5th grade. And I went to school with a kid that he was extremely, he was just mean. He was always into something. He was always doing something. He was destructive to school property. I mean, if it was there and he could break it, he would break it. He would steal. If you had something he could steal, he would steal. He would steal school property. He would steal anything. He would be in the teacher's desk trying to find something to steal. He would cuss. He would take God's name in vain. He actually had this thing where he would mock preachers. He would get up into school and he would actually preach a sermon about doing sin, about doing evil, encouraging people to do evil. I think the kid is actually possessed because he was just so mean. And later on, when he got to be an adult, he was in trouble a lot as a kid, but it was just juvenile stuff. Got to be an adult, he went to prison. And I don't know how many years he spent in prison, but he went to prison, and I saw him out at the gas station getting gas in his vehicle about 4 years ago, and I've not saw that guy since. So he may be back into prison now. But what happened in school was, they had these dumpsters, and it was a metal dumpster, and it was getting full of papers and things. The school was throwing them away, and things in the kitchen and things like that. They would throw everything out there in that dumpster. Then when the dumpster would get full, I think that they may have certain days they came and picked it up, or the school, if it got full, more than likely would call, and they would come and take that trash out, dump it out to the truck, and put the can back empty. But I noticed one day that the can was full, and that kid, he was there, and, I was like, let's see if he'll do this. And I told him I dared him to set that dumpster on fire. I didn't really think that he would. I didn't think he was that stupid. And so I just went on. Because I was partially joking, because I didn't think he'd actually do it. Even though he was mean, I was still a kid, and I didn't really understand that he would. So I told him, I said, I dare you to set that dumpster on fire, because he had a lighter. And so I went on out in the playground, and the next 5 minutes, that dumpster was on fire, burning flames like 40 foot high, looked like to me at the time. And the teachers came out there, had the watering hose. The fire department came, trying to put that out. It was one of the most exciting things happened all that day. And the teacher that we had suspected that it was him because he was always doing something. Well, that teacher took him to the office and told him that I came to him, to the teacher, and told the teacher that he was the one that done it, that I saw him do it, that he was the one that done it. And the truth of the matter is, I hadn't said anything at all. I hadn't said a word about nothing, or keeping my mouth shut. But when that boy was told that by the teacher, he just blabbed off and confessed that he did it and everything. And that was the way to get him to confess to what he had done. And that is what happens in a lot of cases. They will lie to get you to confess about things, or to get you to think certain things. And, we see that quite often now in the media. They will tell you something in advance, actually, that they know is going to happen. Or they will set the seed, so your mind, when it does happen, will automatically go back, and you will think what they told you to think in the first place. It's like my video I made yesterday that's now a members-only video about manipulation. And I saw this morning that now they're saying that Iran is planning to assassinate, Donald Trump. That Iran is going to do it. They're behind it, and Donald Trump has retweeted this. He's put it on his Truth Social account. So Donald Trump is full on in thinking this is the case. He went to a briefing, and in the briefing, they told Donald Trump that Iran had him in their sights. They were going to assassinate him, or at least try to. So what's really going on? There's 3 possibilities, in my opinion. And Number one possibility is that Iran is legit, and they do want to assassinate Donald Trump, and they have hit teams here in the United States. They're going to actually try to carry out some kind of assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. That's one possibility. That it's all fact, 100% fact. The second possibility, in my opinion, is that the powers that be, the people who actually want to assassinate Donald Trump, are planting this seed. That way, when it happens, or an attempt happens, or if it actually does succeed, they can say Iran did it. So they would get rid of Donald Trump, and they would have an excuse to invade, attack Iran. They've been looking for a war with Iran for a long time, and this may be just planting the seed to let everyone know that Iran is going to try to assassinate Donald Trump. And then when it actually happens, even if Iran did or not, if it was a deep state actor that did it, they will say, Iran, we have proof. The people's already worked up, the seed's already been planted, so they would kill two birds with one stone there, get rid of Donald Trump, and they have an excuse to full-on war with Iran. Or the third possibility, and that is that Donald Trump is going to get elected. There's going to be, and they know this, he's going to get elected or appointed or selected, however you want to look at it. I'm not saying this is going to be the case, I'm just saying this is a possibility. But Donald Trump's going to go into office. They know this. So they are planting this seed already in the people's minds. They're going to have a failed assassination attempt, and they're going to blame this on Iran. And when Donald Trump goes into office, then the United States, along with Israel, will go to war with Iran. That's really the three possibilities that I see. I don't know which one is factual. Let me know in the comments what you think below. I mean, we are lied to so much, like I said, manipulated so much, that it's difficult to know what the truth actually is. But to me, that seems like the only three possibilities. Perhaps I'm overlooking something. If I did, add in the comments below possibilities. You can't just take anything that you see on face value, no matter who it comes from, no matter who says it. You can't take it for face value, especially if it comes from the mainstream media and the government. They're professional liars. That's why I look at everything and say, what could it actually be? Is what they're saying is true? Possibly. Or is it this, this, or this? We know it has to be one of these because there's no other options. We have to keep an open mind. You can't just look at everything as being black and white, and what you're being told is factual. We should know that by now, no matter who is saying it. Anyway, know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore Matter, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.